This is a website review for McGeeInc, and right off the bat, I want to commend you for making it very clear and obvious what services you offer. So you offer consulting and you offer coaching, and again, kudos to you because that is very, very obvious in the header section of your website. I will say though that what's not clear is what step you want your customer to take next in order to engage with you. So I would have a very brightly colored button on the top right section of your header that says schedule a free discovery meeting. That would be the next step that they would take to actually start to do business with you. Remember, within 3 to 5 seconds of jumping on your website, a customer needs to know what it is that you do, how you can make their life better, and how it is that they engage with you. So make that button clear and vibrant in the top right-hand upper corner of your website. Because all of these are on your homepage here, I don't know that you need this navigation bar at the top of your website. If you eliminated all of these and just had that clear call to action, I think it would be a lot more achievable to expect that your clients are going to engage with you. One thing that's confusing about your site are these numbers. I'm not sure what they are for, and you don't have a 3 and a 4. You go from 1 to 2 to 5. And so that's confusing, and it might seem like a tiny little thing, but any instance that you give your potential customers to become confused could drive them away from your website. So just pay attention to the tiny little things and just clear that up. I think that would be a really easy modification to make on your website. Remember that people do not read websites, they scan them. So you want to have clear, punchy headlines, and then also text that's very easy to read. Your text on this site is extremely small, especially this section where you're telling about each one of your team members. There's nothing inside of me that wants to read that when the text is so small. And yes, I can expand it, but you really want to make it easy so that a customer doesn't have to do any work when they're on their website. They can just view and learn the things that they need to know that show how it is that you can make their life better. Yes, you're skilled and you have a lot of experience, but I would recommend that you use your copy to show how that experience helps your client. So you would be then positioning yourselves more as a guide and your client more as a hero. And what that means is that everything, all of your text, all of your copy should be about your client. The sad truth is clients really don't care about you beyond the extent that you can help them. So if you can stay customer centric in all of your copy, I think you're going to see a lot more engagement. Your print, as I said, is way too small. And if you could punch up your headlines again, that would be really helpful. And then as you start talking about your services, you want to be able to identify the problem that your client is facing that's going to trigger their need for your services. So for example, in this executive coaching section, you say that Robbie and Tyler decided to get their certified master coaches. That's great information, but if you could start each one of these paragraphs by addressing the problem that your client is facing, they're going to be a lot more apt to stick with you, to keep reading, to figure out how it is that you can help them. So you might emphasize the fact that your clients feel stuck. And you're so close with this copy here. You do talk about the customer problem, but you need to make that front and center. Always start with a problem. That way you're going to draw your clients in, and they're going to want to engage with you to see how it is that you can help them. Another thing that I would like to see on your website is an overarching 3-step plan on how it is to do business with you. So step 1 might be to schedule that discovery call. Step 2 might be to discover which one of these coaching packages would be best for them. And then step 3 would be fulfilling their dreams or whatever success it is that you can bring to your client. So again, that 3-step plan would be identifying how to get started. The middle step is what to choose. And then the third step is the success that they are going to see when they do business with you. So again, I think your copy is really close. You just need to stay a little bit more customer centric and take the emphasis off of yourselves and onto your client. Start with their problem and help them to understand how you can make their life better. I think that will make your website a lot more engaging. I hope you find that helpful.